ثلجاتي أحلى من ثلجاتك.
I actually have no idea. I just want to pass it along.
syphilis.
والله يبدو لي هذه حقك.
Yes. Don't do that again.
What did you say?
He said, "Oh, syphilis."
Yeah.
The joke is that you're a slut, yeah, Shamsi.
I mean,
The joke. The joke.
I mean, I was sugarcoating it. Yeah.
Hayek, welcome back, bro.
Welcome back. Thank you.
How was your? Let me mute this.
خليه توها بعدين.
Let me mute this one. Let's watch Italy lose.
It was good. It was good. It was fun.
You had fun. Enjoy yourself.
It was some sun and fun.
Any memorable moments in your vacation? Any
It was just
observations about yourself?
it
Your
was
life?
very
Pretty sure it was all a blur. بس يكمل lie.
It was
But we started with syphilis.
it was a sunny blur. Sunny blur.
It was a sunny burn.
Blur.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it was,
It's not the sun.
It's not the sun.
yeah.
It's what Tux just tasted a second ago.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Pause. My bad.
Sunny Blur, so that's her name.
Where'd you go?
I don't know.
Would you like to share with people? Like, you haven't been here for 2 episodes, so everyone's like, you're asking, yo, where's Shamsi? Why are you not talking about him?
I was enjoying the Soundscapes Festival in Zanzibar for the second time
Woo!
with a larger group of friends. Yeah.
That was genuine woo. Sorry, it sounds sarcastic.
Liar. That was the fakest fool I heard about.
Honestly, it was very much a woo moment for me.
How so?
No, it was just nice going through a better experience with a bigger group of people who had, who are experiencing it for the first time. And it's nice to be able to share that.
So you were their shaman,
I was there,
leader,
veteran, I would say, veteran
Okay.
of the experience. There's much improvement in terms of the location itself. They set up a nice second stage with a much better sound system. The quality of the music was very good. Shout out to the boys, Baloo, Majid, all the locals that really showed up.
Shout out to the boys.
Nice.
And yeah, it was just a nice break, honestly, under the sun, on the beach. Like the island is beautiful, honestly. There has been development since I was there last time. But, compared to other places you would go to, you would find much better everything, honestly, like service, food,
fire protection systems.
fire protection systems. Yeah, that's also important.
That's so awful.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why do you need a fire protection system, Chelsea?
I mean, there was an incident in which
What?
Yeah, a hotel burned down.
Oh my God, in Zanzibar?
And in Zanzibar. So
What happened?
That wasn't fun. Well, a hotel burned down, apparently. That's what happened.
I'm glad everybody's safe.
Alhamdulillah. We made it back.
Alhamdulillah.
How was your Eid?
No. We're not leaving this.
We're not leaving this?
We're not leaving this.
We're still here.
Any experiences that you'd like to share with the audience and your friends? Any life-changing experiences?
I mean, I wouldn't say life-changing.
Any epiphanies?
No epiphanies this time.
This time.
This time. Last time there was epiphanies. This time there wasn't, actually. No, it was just a nice break, honestly, from reality. That's what it was. It felt like a break from reality. Disconnected.
Hey, welcome to Past the Cups. It's your boy Ida. What's happening? What's poppin'? Episode 266. I got the homie Turks right behind me.
Hey.
I got number 1 in the building. See, I'm nice.
I am
I didn't say a single word.
I am here.
I didn't mention your big ass head. I said absolutely nothing.
Head.
I just said number 1 is
Head.
here in the building.
Head.
And the guy who's going to give us the most boring story you heard of our life, Shamsi, is back.
You said it
This man
was.
wasting my time, bro.
You said it was a nice disconnect from reality, and listeners, I want to reiterate: Shamsi is the known person who lives in reality.
Unfortunately.
It's not like we have 50 million episodes of you disconnecting from reality and refusing to live with us on the same planet.
I disagree,
Yeah,
sir.
Shamsi.
I disagree, sir. Just because I don't share your memology with the homies does not mean that I'm not here.
One of my favorite things is that Turks, you came after us, right? We came here before you.
Yeah.
So me and Shamsi walked in because we arrived at the same time. Number 1 came in like right behind us. And the second he walked in, he just started trashing Shamsi.
Like he didn't say hello,
He didn't say hello.
Like he walked in with an
Yeah.
insult ready,
Yeah.
and I'm like, why the fuck do I even tolerate
We
this guy?
taught you well, my guy. We taught you well.
You guys actually did.
Yeah.
Protect yourself at all times.
Attack before you are attacked.
It's UFC rules.
Put them on the defensive.
So nothing life-changing where y'all felt like, yo, this is a peaceful moment that we need to rethink life, or just was like a festival?
It was a festival, but it was interspersed with those, wind down moments where I'm enjoying the beach. I'm enjoying the company of friends and people I consider family.
The same people that you're hanging out with like days before you flew out with.
And hung out with after I came back. Yeah. It's the same people. I like my people, Adil.
I didn't say you don't like your people.
like
I didn't
my
say change people either.
Yeah.
I didn't say any of this.
No, I didn't hear it either. That's the
But you know it.
That's the good thing. That's the good thing about it.
What was the implication?
No life-changing moments. I'm sorry to disappoint. Honestly, I like that you're looking for that.
I'm hoping that you gain something out of this, for your personal life and
Again,
shit.
I mean, I lost stuff. I didn't gain stuff.
No, you.
I lost
I lost my wallet.
I lost my wallet.
You lost your wallet?
Yeah, I lost my wallet. That's on me though. That's on.
Yeah,
me.
but that's okay.
I mean, my wallet-
I saw you twice since you got back here.
Yeah.
You didn't mention that whatsoever. I asked you about
By the way,
trip
Turks,
a lot.
I never knew he had a wallet.
It's like-
I'll be very honest. I've never seen him with a wallet. So
I remember
have
that
no
chunky
idea why
one
he had a wallet.
back in uni days.
What?
The chunky wallet you had,
Yeah,
where you
it's
saved
not-
all the
it's-
receipts and
it's
everything.
much chunky nowadays. I have not yet evolved to a card holder, unfortunately.
You were an Egyptian accountant in college, bro.
لسه-
when you put on...
You still don't use Apple Pay and everything.
لا في ابل باي
الحمد لله على
عشان مع السفر
السلامة.
عرفت
Welcome to
جوالك دايم
reality.
في يدك
Yes,
know.
yes, yes.
I still have فواتير من 2014 but that's a different subject
And,
No, I like to keep travel receipts. Don't ask me why. Well, they're like an أظرف عرفت
Yeah, that's a wallet full of alibis.
اليونان 2017
that's called having a paper trail. Shamsi.
I mean, it's good, right? It's good. Allows you to track your life back.
Shout out to our tens and tens of listeners. Shout out to our tens and tens of viewers. If you're listening to us on any podcast platform, hello.
Yeah.
If you're watching us on YouTube,
We're sorry.
we apologize.
Yeah, I really are sorry.
I know. Like, this is not a look. Like, all of this is not a look. This man is crispy and burned.
I mean, I'm not that crispy, am I?
Look, people go tan. How do you get crispy?
No, I tanned
No, you didn't
once.
tan. No.
Once, okay.
Once.
You didn't put not a single lotion on your body.
No,
You
it was
were there.
like a muddy cream.
Yes,
thing.
yes, please tell me more.
It was
Yeah.
brown.
What?
Yeah.
Riveting.
What was it, like tanning oil?
No, it wasn't
Tanning
oil.
lotion.
Was it
Well,
next to a sewer?
Butter. It was tanning butter. It came in an
I
orange
stand strong on
container.
this.
Was it
Was it
cocoa
next to
butter?
a sewer?
No. I think it felt buttery.
Do you know how butter feels?
Yeah.
I would imagine nice. Right?
Shamsi, that's called a dry rub.
No, it wasn't dry. It wasn't dry. I'll tell you
got
that
He
one.
was seasoning himself.
Yeah.
That's what you put on. That's what you put on a steak before you put it on the grill.
Hickory.
I mean, it came in a box, so shit wasn't custom. I didn't trust in any custom homemade.
It's very hot out here. I need to season my body.
والله البحر يا بعدون والله البحر طب كذا
So
تطلع.
in the sun, you used butter.
I used butter in the sun. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
You should try Vaseline.
So you
Under
cooked.
the sun.
You should try
basically
Vaseline.
Esma, I was actually thinking about that, but I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, do
that's
that.
probably not a good idea.
No, it's a great idea to
No.
use Vaseline.
Shuf,
on your
I know
face
that
while
Vaseline.
you're tanning.
I know that Vaseline has a lot of uses. I don't think tanning is one of them.
Can you tell me what are the uses of Vaseline?
It's petroleum jelly.
Yeah, he said a lot of uses. What's all?
Whenever you-
all I know is that if your skin is dry, you use Vaseline.
Yeah, and
what other uses could there be,
if
Shamsi?
Whatever
you're
the
stuck
heart desires.
somewhere, if there's a ring that you need to remove, use Vaseline. Shit
It's
works.
called WD-40.
No, it's called petroleum jelly. Now,
So it helps you get in and out of tight spaces.
yeah, that's one of them. That's one of them. Rings specifically.
I have a Vaseline story.
No. Not you. Not you.
You know what?
Tell us no
I
story.
actually want to hear about this. The amount of alarm that both of you just showed makes me want to hear about this.
We're saying no because we're scared.
Go on, number one. Tell us about your petroleum jelly moment.
So my Vaseline story is as follows.
You can't start that way.
What?
Why does it sound like a traumatic experience? Okay.
You have to put the chapter title. Chapter 10, my Vaseline story.
Wait. Did you share this at Vaseline Anonymous at some point?
It's a commercial product that you can buy from the store.
Okay.
All right, sure.
So I used to complain that I used to have nosebleeds a lot. So
Okay.
they told
Was it because your nose was... no, mind.
so I used to have nosebleeds a lot. I still do. But they told me like it has a lot to do with the dryness around your nostrils. So maybe apply some Vaseline to make it less dry, etc. Me being the idiot I am, I said, "Oh, okay, this means I need Vaseline." So I put a Q-tip of Vaseline and shoved it in my nose.
Did Zordon wake up?
Like I'm bleeding more now for some reason. This is counterproductive. This is not what I wanted.
It's really stupid, yo.
Okay, so he did not follow the instructions on the box. Basically.
I followed.
Instructions on what box? The Vaseline.
You could like how to use no.
The directions, dear number one.
I'm pretty sure number
Do
one.
not put up your nose.
No, do not insert inside your body. I think this is number one, Yanni.
That's not what you said. Second. Keep going. Keep going.
Rings, you brought do it. Rings.
Keep going.
Ew.
So you hurt yourself.
I hurt myself
Aw.
All right.
on accident this time.
All right. Thank God this was the story.
How did little number one rectify this?
I stopped putting
one.
Vaseline up
Little.
my nose, you idiot.
That's the panic. Do you have to imagine him fat and young, Al? So it's a whole different image.
Oh my God, I hate you. Well, welcome back.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I
man.
guess.
Thank you. That was,
I guess.
that was fun.
The many uses of Vaseline. Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for the episode title, by the way.
I look forward to my Vaseline story part 2.
No, we don't. We don't.
You need a tub of Vaseline because you are the ashiest.
Isma.
You are the ashiest person I've seen in my life.
this lavender vanilla body cream shit from the airport.
Wow,
Oh my god.
that was a lot of descriptions.
Esma. It's the best thing that happened in my life, man. Honestly, like
You started lotioning up?
yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh,
Okay.
Mabruk.
Like I genuinely don't know how I didn't do this before.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
I've been
Yeah.
telling you for 2
No.
years.
Exactly. You know what's so funny?
Esma.
This guy, so many times, gave you lotion. He's like,
I did.
please use this.
I did.
No, but
Yes.
it's not Zanzibar spice, vanilla, and
God.
you know,
Okay,
honestly.
okay, we saw the gimmick.
Esma, but I bought the body oil.
What's her name?
I'm not sure what to do with the body oil,
What's her name?
but it's there. أحطه بعد الكريم. ما أدري يعني. Okay, so cream
Oil.
بعدين oil.
You can combine them.
Who
both.
just like them?
Combine them.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
combine them
Yeah.
together.
لا, I've been hesitant about using it.
Why you been hesitant about
It's
it?
not a
قلت-
chemical
I
reaction.
need
ما
it.
في-
ما أدري قلت I
You're
need
not
don't
a
need a lab
scientist.
No,
for
no,
this.
because I need instruction. See, عشان I don't put it in my nose.
As long as you're not putting it in places, you're good.
Okay.
It says on skin.
Yeah, it does actually.
Not in skin.
Yeah, foreskin.
No.
That's what it says.
That's
Please don't
Body
there's
oil,
space
body
there,
oil
please.
for dry skin.
Oh, thank you very
exactly.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Complete that sentence.
Yeah, moisturize, man.
so.
Allah.
This man has discovered body butter, oil,
Yes.
lotion. So
Tanning butter, tanning
think-
butter.
I think this ashy piece of shit is ready for.
Yeah, thank you for the love, honestly.
Yeah.
Don't be kind.
Thank you for
this,
the love.
this ashy piece of shit is finally ready for the final level, which is exfoliating.
إيه لا جبت
Do it once in your life.
لا صار عندي مسحة حقت اويل والشت لا ما عليك فيها evolution.
Evolution.
Again,
اسمع،
what did
جاني
I tell
box
you
من-
last week?
إيه.
I was like, he's gonna come back with some exciting shit,
Of course.
and he's gonna make a big deal about it.
But-
But we have to wait 10 to 15 days.
Exactly.
Yes.
My 2-week countdown is on, you know.
Until we figure it out.
The exciting shit here is personal hygiene. It shouldn't be
I
exciting.
know.
No, it's moisturizing.
Which is personal hygiene.
Yeah, I mean, no, I feel like that's skincare. It's different than personal.
No.
I hear you crunch when you walk sometimes.
That's my knees. Okay, that's my knees.
That's just
different.
bad knees.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's
Has to do
different.
with anything
Bro.
else.
Exactly. أطقطق وأنا داخل البيت أنا عارف
I
صدقني.
can't wait for you to figure out exercising.
Yeah, إن شاء الله
Yeah.
إن شاء الله one day. سباحة يا أبو عدول يبغى لنا بحر. يبغى لنا بحر. honestly.
بحر.
Like إذا ناقصنا شيء في الرياض فعلا
Simple.
ناقصنا بحر. No, it's different, bro. I need to feel the salt. I need to taste the salt. You know.
انت كلك ملح.
But yeah, I would say I had a very eventful vacation. I was lucky enough to miss out on the turtles thing. The guys, they went and did a turtles thing.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you know those.
Explain.
You know when you're like on vacation and you're like in a place and then you look up. You go.
I
to the-
really hope you were saying snorkeling.
No, عرفت, you go to the concierge and like, what can I do? And he's like, oh, well, there's this place that you can go to that has, you know, a cave that you can swim in. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I want to do that. He's like, yeah, that's sold out. I'm like, what's the next best thing I can do? He's like, well, there's this other, what is it called? Grotto? Is it a grotto?
grotto.
Grotto with turtles. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a terrible experience.
What's a grotto?
It's like a small cave in water. Shit. And I'm
Like a
like,
small cave.
yeah. So people went and did that and wasted 3 hours of their life. Thank God. See, this is what a veteran does.
They had turtles there?
They had to.
What
That's
are the
not a
sightseeing
waste.
things that they have over there? Like, is it there like the neighborhood?
There's and last time I did
There's a telephone that they all gather next to.
last time I did the local town, which was nice.
The communal light bulb.
The
You asshole.
it's called Stone Town. It's got stones.
Okay.
And it's a town.
Wow.
So
Creative.
Stone Town.
No wonder you felt at home.
There's a rainforest experience that I also missed out
There's
on.
a what?
A rainforest experience.
We're here.
Where?
We're here and sweat. That's the experience.
No, it's like a natural forest preserve thing. Yeah.
Why
they
so
have-
many air quotes?
Because I don't know.
Is it not natural?
It is natural.
Is it not a preserve?
It is a preserve.
Okay, so they got like one tree.
لا لا ما عليك تدخل ويبيعوك فواكه وكذا عرفت؟
Okay. So it's a gimmick.
إيه لا عرفت لي is like one of the guys Ned, right? He's like, I ordered like a passion fruit and it took a long time, and he's like, when they came back, I'm like, oh, why did it take a long time? Did you guys have to go get the passion fruit from the tree? And the guy was like, yes. So this is part of the experience. You are going to get stuff that's actually natural.
Did Ned walk with him to the passion fruit
Tree.
Air quotes.
He believed him, because, the
So
guy,
Ned didn't go with
the
him.
guy was sweating, no, not
So the guy, so the guy was sweating on an island
I mean, I would assume he just came back down from the tree, from climbing the tree.
from the passion fruit
From the
tree.
passion fruit tree, yeah.
Do passion fruits grow on trees?
I don't think so, Church. I don't think so. I've never heard of the passion fruit
It
tree.
might have been a
I'm gonna look
coconut
this up.
tree. Honestly, I'm not sure.
I've heard بغبغاء في السطح بس I've never heard passion fruit
هذا
tree.
اللي كان عندنا من زمان.
عندكم انتم
إيه، من زمان.
عندكم مصايب.
كان اخضر. كان اخضر. اسمه كوكو.
Yeah, this is such a pointless podcast. I don't know why we're doing this today. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
no.
so the passion fruit tree.
Yeah, so
It grows on vines, but okay.
so it's where
So it's not
vines.
true.
Vines are in high places, no?
no.
No, it's a vine.
No,
It's a vine.
That's the kind of the point of vines, that they're not high.
No, but Sandy, sometimes you need to elevate them, no?
Okay, so they figured out how to scam tourists.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
next?
yeah.
ما عليك
Good scam.
في scams صار.
Cheap scam. It's not a problem.
اسمع بيك رخيص ترى.
Shamsi,
$5 ما تفرق عندهم بعد دول. والله ما تفرق.
you know what else grows on vines? Grapes. Have you seen a high grape vine?
I mean, I haven't been to a grapevine place.
Imagine a
Grain
grape.
vibe place.
Grapevine
Nice.
place.
Grapevine
Imagine a grape
A
tree.
vineyard.
place. A vineyard. Yeah, I haven't been to those. No. What's that?
Imagine a grape tree. It doesn't exist.
I mean, trust me, a lot of fruits, I don't know how they come. about.
Yeah, it's called having good nutrition.
No, it's called not living on a farm.
What
No,
is
also
this?
interesting.
You just learned moisturizing.
Yes.
Soon you learn nutrition and then exercise.
إيه، حبة حبة.
That's the
بعد.
thing
You
called
become a full
vegetables.
human.
إيه، حبة 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 حبة. Take
50
it
is going to be great on
easy.
you.
Take it easy, homie.
It's going to be great. When you realize how to be a human.
You should thank God every single day of your
Alhamdulillah.
life for your metabolism.
Alhamdulillah.
He does.
Alhamdulillah.
Because the way you eat, it is
Admirable.
concerning. No, it is concerning.
Disgusting is the term.
Are you jealous, sir?
The amount of
The fact that I enjoy food is something that disturbs
No,
you,
no, no, that's- no, no,
former fat boy.
Of course, you know why it disturbs him?
Why?
He has to go to the gym every single day.
No, he don't has to.
No, he has
don't
to.
has to.
I love
Okay.
he has to.
love
Okay,
to.
he loves to. Exactly.
Sure, he loves to.
He likes the pain.
Everybody
He
loves
has
the gym.
He wants to
definitely.
feel
Yes,
like man.
no, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The amount of processed cheese slop I've seen you inhale as opposed to eat.
True, he doesn't eat. He inhales.
Doesn't have
Yeah,
taste buds.
yeah, like it's
I've heard that sound.
Genuinely, thank you for the love and for
Welcome
the
back.
appreciation. Honestly,
Habib.
I really fucking miss this. Honestly,
Yeah, because you were with fake friends, enjoying fake fun, and now you came back to reality. This is what reality
this
is.
is real fun. This is real fun. Exactly.
yes.
Where the people that genuinely care about me tell me just how much they care about me.
Shamsi, I love you.
Vis-a-vis hate.
See what? Come
I
in.
love you. Fuck you.
Okay.
In that order.
I love you too. Fuck you too, homie.
Anyway.
Fuck you too, homie.
So let's give these people some news or something.
Yeah,
bro. We're here just talking
Let's
bullshit
move
for like
on from
20
my
minutes.
great life.
Yo.
Sure.
All right, let's move away from
call
your
it
gay
that.
life. All right, sure.
I mean, that's happy.
Anyway, congrats on the marriage, by the way.
Thank you. Congrats to all the married peoples.
No, you I took today on
Your wedding today.
Past the Kabsa. I posted that you were finally getting married.
Yeah,
and
alhamdulillah.
that you're gay at the same time.
Alhamdulillah.
Ladies, hit that
By the way,
button.
so we sat in a circle, and I told you this. I didn't tell you the full story. We were discussing out of all the boys, how many people that are not married yet, right? So we're down to 5. And so the conversation was, who's going to be the next person? And like I told you, I already put my, you know,
your
we're not going to say who it is.
expectation,
Right?
yeah.
And I put you last.
I mean, I feel all of you are putting me last.
Sultan asked me, he was like, why is he last?
Why? Good question.
I was like, because I know that he'll pull some kind of maneuver and turn gay. And then I can win this conversation. No matter what bet I
He's
have.
like, you know what? You will allow it. You'll not get this one.
You would lose this money. So congrats on your fake marriage.
You lost already.
But seriously, congrats to our boy Abdullah. on getting
Alhamdulillah.
married.
Alf mabruk.
Amen.
It wasn't
Alf
Shamsi.
mabruk.
It wasn't Shamsi. It was
Congrats
one of the
to him.
boys.
We are happy for our boys that are becoming fathers and husbands.
Yes.
And we look forward to them enjoying wonderful lives.
Yeah, listeners, in case you were
Didn't know.
curious, the insult I came in with before I said hi to
No,
Shamsi
no one's curious.
No one's asking, bro. Like they literally are not thinking about this.
was ما تعرف تلبس عقال. Yeah, Shamsi.
That was the first thing that he actually said when he walked
Yes.
in.
Which and it shows me that you actually care enough
Anyways,
to notice.
speaking of being broke, okay, Riyadh Airlines just showcased their cabin crew attire.
The sleekest,
it looks
the
Well, I didn't see it.
most advanced.
You didn't see it?
I didn't see it.
Why
Okay.
are you with us as friends?
Okay, see, this is when you ask
This is
me
why
why
I'm on the
not on
podcast
reality.
for you to tell me
Bro,
about this.
the
thing.
future,
This is why you exist.
the,
Yes.
the future is here, Turks, and it looks like Riyadh Air.
It
Nice.
looks it looks
Honestly.
fly.
Marketing team,
Mr.
welcome.
Adman. Yo.
Hey. No, but it's actually really
Go
like
through
sophisticated.
Oh.
Sophisticated is the word that
The
comes to mind.
jackets are
Bro,
wild.
it's clean. It's
The
clean.
whole thing is clean.
It brings back that idea of travel as being a glamorous thing a little bit. Honestly, that's what it reminded me of. I'm like, yo, that made me think, oh, how nice are the planes going to be?
That is so
You know?
futuristic.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what it made me think.
It's one of those rare things when you can tell just from the picture that even the material is high quality.
But just for the people who haven't saw it,
a matrix.
it's black. It's just like very black.
no,
I think it's dark purple.
Dark purple.
Dark
Yeah,
purple?
the same
Yeah.
colors as Riyadh Airlines.
So
You saw this one also?
Yeah.
it's just
Amazing.
it's just a very sleek look. Honestly, that stands out. It's different than what you expect from regular airlines, like the beiges and the blues and the.
A few people reached out and said that it was a missed opportunity because it doesn't showcase us as a culture,
Okay.
which I totally understand. And I still do believe that Riyadh Airlines has a rebrand coming in the next 10 years.
Okay.
And I think that rebrand is going to speak differently. I think right now nobody knows who we are or what we are. And we already have Saudi Airlines for all of that. And I think Riyadh Air is supposed to be something that is more welcoming to the world rather than to an identity.
I mean, I feel like Saudi Airlines, especially, has recently in the past couple of years, they took advantage. Didn't take advantage. They leveraged, different cultural elements. Like I still remember the COVID masks that had the different patterns from different.
They're still doing it with the eye masks and everything.
So Saudi Airlines, yes, does have that good representation of Saudi, but I feel like
It also carries the name.
True.
True.
Yeah.
True. I feel like Riyadh Air, the goal here is different. I feel like this kind of gave me a sense into the future of what travel should look like, in terms of.
And with the cabin crew fashion runway show that they did,
Yeah, like-
it kind of looks it is futuristic.
In terms of also like stating a claim to the type of quality that the experience of Riyadh Air is going to bring to you. If they look that good, it tells me that like overall we're going for a top class visitor experience, right? In terms of the lounge,
It's going to be a luxury brand, isn't it?
it.
Is that what they're
I don't
aiming
think
for?
it's going to.
Because it feels that way.
I don't think it's going to be like in terms of luxury priced similar to Emirates Airlines. I don't think so.
I think it will.
I think it'd be a little bit more competitive in terms of a price point.
I think it'll be competitive, but at the same time, like what I understand, again, because I think there's a lot of changes that have been happening to Boeing and so on. So we don't know what Riyadh Air is actually going to do, and we don't know what's their next step. But from what I understood, that they were aiming for economy plus and business class. That was going to be the number one thing they're going to go for, and I think they're going to have less first class.
So there we go. So we're talking about a good comprehensive visitor experience that is taking a big chunk of, let's say, 70% of the market.
But you're talking about economy plus rather than economy.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, 70%
space-wise.
of the market.
yeah,
So,
economy plus is a little bit bigger.
so you'd say
Yeah.
first class would be 10% and then regular economy would be.
What I understood, there's
20%.
going to be in the beginning, there's not going to be no first class. First class is coming down the line. From what I understood, I think it was supposed to be just business and economy plus.
Okay.
I could have things could have changed.
So first
or...
class is still cooking. So that means they're gonna aim for something that's gonna wow the world, basically.
But keep in mind, we're also
Keep in
talking
mind, first class, and it doesn't really give you that much.
compared to business class.
Yeah.
Like when you go to business class, you're
Yeah, how many people gonna take first class? How many people gonna take business class?
yeah, exactly.
True.
But then again, keep in mind, we're talking about Riyadh Air. So there is very much a goal here of bringing the world to Riyadh. And I think that also draws a picture of Riyadh as that future modernistic place, right? Which it is. Like you drive around the city.
And the colors are like logo aside, okay. The colors are very welcoming.
Purple, dark purple,
Yeah,
speaks also to a little bit of our culture.
exactly, and it's kind on the eyes. So it's not hard in your face.
It gives off
Pause.
It gives off richness. And for me, the colors give off
It's royal purple.
yeah,
Yeah.
it gives off a rich, like heavy vibe, like thiggle, not in a bad way, but in terms of like
No, it looks comforting also. It doesn't. Yeah, it looks like it's something that you can be okay with. It's like looking at lavender. You don't look at lavender get angry.
no, you look at it and you think
Lotion.
nice. you think that's nice. You think I want that.
I want that on my
I
body.
want that. I want to be with that.
Now it's a problem though. See, before you don't really when you take Emirates, Qatar Airlines, or whatever it is, right? You just get in the business class and sit your ass down.
Bro,
Now I have a sentence. I haven't finished yet. By the way,
Okay.
welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back. We
back,
haven't had this for 2 weeks.
Nah,
Welcome
no.
back. Welcome back.
What was it? 29 minutes in. Okay,
It just came in with the cutoff. I have something to say. Now walking into Riyadh Airlines, you automatically look broke. Like automatically, like you're looking
Like
at
you
these
need-
people that look way better than you.
You need to dress up a little bit.
Exactly. You need to actually you need to flaunt on the crew. Our minimum anyway.
No, but with the idea that it just brought to mind is like considering the trip. Like one of the things that I consciously did was I went for Qatar Airways rather than go for Fly Dubai, for example, or Oman Airways, because I, very much wanted to be comfortable, within my transit and on the plane. Like, that's something that I consciously went for. So I think that's also something that Riyadh Air is going to.
I really hope the other air and like it goes everywhere. I hate transits. I hate going into any other country to go somewhere else.
I mean, I think that's part of the point, right? Bringing the world to Riyadh and taking Riyadh to the
I know.
world.
I'm hoping it's from day one because I really need to go.
Yeah,
Right?
you see, Rada, this is why I respect you so much. You are the person I will pay extra for the convenience.
Of course.
Give me the opportunity to be more comfortable. I will pay.
Well, honestly, and I did that, and I did not regret that whatsoever. Like the transit in Qatar is much, much better than whatever I would have gotten in Fly Dubai or in Oman. So
What are you talking about? Dubai's airport?
Fly Dubai,
Fly
specifically.
Dubai.
Fly Dubai.
Yeah,
Okay.
very different terminal, very different experience.
Like the fly nass of airlines.
Yeah.
اقسم بالله تحس نفسك خروف يا رجال والله اقسم بالله last time bro I felt herded يلا راح اوقف هنا اوكي يلا راح هنا كذا في المطار
Yo.
hey لا treat me like a fucking person bro.
I remember which airline I was in. They were screaming what's the name? Was it the lanes or the zones? And I'm
Zone
like,
one, zone
yeah,
two.
like okay, we're at zone 4. All right, cool. You don't have to scream 10 times, bro.
اسمع I got this man.
Yeah, like he comes like he's walking between people screaming at everyone, zone 4, zone 4. Like, bro, relax. bro.
That depends on the passengers, to be honest.
لا لا بس
I mean, you're talking about people who, I mean, the person screaming Zone 4 have seen a huge number of passengers that have not understood Zone 4.
Cool. Stand there where you're supposed to get everyone's tickets and check on it and say that. You don't have to walk between everyone causing noise in the middle.
Adel,
Of the
You haven't
airport.
seen people going like Zone 4, I'm Zone 5. Can I get in now? You've seen those
Yes,
people.
I've seen those people.
Yeah.
I am those
Stand
people.
where it is.
I am those people.
I am not.
El Bek, when your order is 23, somebody will be رقم 90 خلص. That is the type of person
True,
we are dealing
true.
with. So you have to be dictatorial.
I
here.
understand.
They have a screen with all
Like
the numbers
I said,
on it.
Like I said, you stay where you are and scream zone 4. Stop walking between all the seating people and screaming zone 4 at everybody.
طب هنا for me this begs a question, like, right? And if we're talking about like elevating the travel experience really and cutting out like all the pain points of travel, what would you like to see Riyadh Air do just to really smooth out the travel experience? Like, let's take this as an opportunity to kind of redesign travel. Let's say you have a brand
Okay.
new...
Yeah.
No, for real. Like we were talking about, you have a brand new airlines. Let's say you have a brand new airport that's servicing this brand new airlines. Like how would you really make that experience?
Figure out how not putting my table up just doesn't let the airplane go up in the sky. It just we can't. We can't. Your table is down, please.
This guy is dumb.
Why do you have to recline? We're trying to fly. Please put your seat upright. I mean, I know it's for safety and shit, but come on, just let's go.
For me, it's the open the window. I don't want to open the window. I want to close it. It's bright
That's
outside.
for safety, though.
That's also security, but I
that's safety.
understand.
That's
I
important.
understand. Yeah.
No, but maybe.
Who cares about you? Look, you cannot reinvent flight
But
because everything that was supposed to be done for flight's already been done.
no, I'm talking about the travel experience,
Even the travel
not necessarily
experience.
flight.
Because there's nothing else you can do. What, you're gonna give everyone like their own seat to walk into the plane?
I don't know.
Yani,
I mean, from a luxury standpoint, yeah, I get it. Ew, but
Keep in mind, anything that you're going to offer extra, the cost has to come out of something.
okay, fair.
So if I'm going to do something that's out of the box, I need to make the money somewhere else.
you take one olive out of the salad and you save billions. Billions. We've seen it done before.
Yani, honestly, yani, one
1 star cup coffee.
like the one thing.
What are the pain points that you noticed?
Yani, let's say transit time. Okay, you go to airport. What are the things that make you go to one airport over the other? For me, for example, in my situation, I looked for convenience. I looked, hey, I know for a fact that Qatar's airport is going to be much better than whatever I'm going to get to fly Dubai. So how can you elevate that airport experience to make it something even more appealing? It's not just about shopping, right? It's not just about having lounges. I think at this point you can do things.
That's a competitive field right there. That's every airport competing with the other to
That's
be like,
how
hey,
almost every airport goes broke also.
come over here.
Singapore went for, beautiful, amazing waterfall.
Singapore is one of the greatest
Yeah, that's what I'm
airports
saying.
of
They
all
went
time.
for that, Dubai went
It's
for...
alright.
Dubai went for like, super huge, super big,
Yeah.
Qatar went for, at least from what I saw, hey, we're going to give you so many lounges that, just come and get that luxury experience when you're here.
Okay, why so many lounges?
Options are always good.
What's happening in transit?
People are sleeping.
Exactly.
People
People just want to rest. People not everyone wants to shop. Not everyone wants to hit a 5-star restaurant. People just want to rest between flights, or they're just bored waiting for their flight to come so they can bounce.
Well, he had a board. Chef board.
Yeah, there's nothing you can give me. We can put a Ferris wheel in the middle of the airport. It doesn't make sense for me. Even if I get on the Ferris wheel, I'm still looking at my clock, waiting for me to go to my gate.
That would not be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because
there's
you're literally
nothing.
just looking at all the gates. That's it. What are you doing? There's no scenery.
There's nothing for you to reinvent. The only thing that people want is direct flights. Let me get into an airport, get on a plane, and land somewhere where I need to land.
Can we bring back Concords? Is that something that's actually physically
what's that?
viable?
The Air France plane, the one that goes supersonic one. It used to go from like
London.
Paris or London to New York.
Two
I'm
hours,
saying,
an hour and a half or so.
why would that give you a better travel experience?
It is coming back.
You're
working
cutting
on it right now.
you're cutting down on travel
Oh,
time. obviously.
travel time?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but the thing with travel time, there's called the laws of physics.
This plane kind of solves that.
I mean,
It doesn't go through regular laws of physics. It goes plus.
Yeah,
no, it's still through
No,
laws of physics.
no,
It's
it
just
follows the
speed
law.
of sound.
The speed of sound,
Not
yeah,
speed of
okay.
light.
So, yeah,
They're not traveling in time.
It goes.
No.
It goes above and beyond current limitations. That there's no plane that's
but
commercial that currently flies.
Yeah, but the stigma, people got scared of it. So nobody flew it.
It wasn't. People got scared of it. It was too
expensive.
noisy.
It was too noisy. It was too
noisy.
loud. It was expensive. Burned a lot of fuel.
And this is a plane that was built in the 60s. You're telling me now in 2025, 24, we can't build a better version of that?
There's a company that took this on, and they've been working on a new model for that for a while now.
Okay, there we go.
Yes,
EG.
but it's not going to solve a lot of issues.
Yeah, cuts down transit time.
Yeah, for how many people used to ride on that? I don't know. I think it was like less than 50 people, right?
yeah, it was a very small plane.
It was a small
It
plane.
was an expensive plane as well.
Yes, it was expensive. It was
Yeah.
like 52, like I think less than 100 people.
Bro, I remember they did a flight from New York to Melbourne in like 5 hours or some shit like that. It's crazy.
I don't remember doing London to Melbourne. I know the one that we always hear about is
I think New York to Melbourne.
New York,
Yeah.
New York to London. No less than that. It was like 3.5, something like that. But That's a different
And,
conversation.
and for me, that's one thing I would think just to enhance the travel experience. Make planes faster.
So you're saying technological breakthroughs.
Yeah,
Is
well,
that
that's the thing. The
definitely-
technology already exists.
Why didn't we
Call the
think of
airline
that?
companies right now, number
The
one.
technology already exists, right? It's
Tell them if
been-
they heard
it's
about this.
been-
Have you heard about this airport?
R&D. What is that?
Okay, never mind. Like I was also thinking like an airport VR, like sphere-like
fuck?
experience.
What are you talking about?
Wait,
Put
let
me
him
in-
cook, let him cook.
Put me in pods.
Let him cook. This is not cooking.
Like put me in pods where I can like sit down and see like
He's
nature
raw
around
dogging.
me.
This is not
Okay.
cooking.
I just discovered about that. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do that. Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, like make my time in this airport.
So let me.
At the end of
Fun.
the day, an airport's got to make money.
Yes.
Okay, so that's why you got duty free. You got
ادفع فلوس.
yeah.
ادفع pod. Lose yourself.
exactly. So
Yes,
that's a
but-
private business that you
Exactly.
need to offer and rent space in the,
A
in the
company
airport.
that has that technology can come and rent a space and offer that.
Yeah.
But for me, as an airport, giving everyone what's the name, Apple Vision Pro,
Hell no. I'm
They
offering
walk
you
in.
space. You want to rent it? Rent it.
Fair.
That's about it.
economics, Shamsi.
Yeah.
Economics.
Same thing with the lounges.
And I'm looking at
Give
it
me
in
a
terms
VR
of-
lounge.
Then
ما عندي
that's,
مانع.
that's the question. Why would I come to like there needs to be a competitive advantage, whether it's in price, whether it's in experience. Like why would I use if I'm in London, I'm going to Hong Kong. Why would I take Riyadh Air and not take Emirates? That's the question always. That's what it's gonna be.
It's
Emirates it's better, more comfortable. B, I like Dubai's airport better because it gives me more offerings. What else? What is C? That's either.
Shamsi.
I don't know how many people you think that actually travel are trying to spend their money in an airport.
Yeah, like the thing you care about and travel is a
Food,
quality of the actual plane that you're going on. So, and price, you don't want to get price gouged, and the time, the convenience. Okay, I can take this flight that's, I don't know, like 20% cheaper, but it's a layover of 10 hours. Or I can take this flight that's maybe not as good, but it's a direct flight. So that's the calculation here. I'm not getting.
Yeah, but you
I'm
said
not-
the
I'm
quality
not-
of the experience.
I'm not-
Part of that is the transit. That's that part of the quality
For
experience.
me, I'm
and
only
in
transiting.
transit, there's only two things that you're looking for: food or rest.
Yes, and the only thing I care.
Shopping.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. A lot of people do not really do shopping. In
Yeah,
airports.
some people do though.
Yeah,
Some people do,
Some
yes,
people
but
do.
not that many for you to say,
Yeah.
yo, this is a necessity.
Those are called
For
moms.
someone like me, yes, it is a necessity. I love duty free. Give
That's
me
what I'm
luxury
saying.
items.
That's
Yes,
what I'm
for
saying.
me.
Exactly.
But
That's why you find
I've
luxury
You're gonna
brands
go.
over there.
You're gonna go
But
out
I've
of your
never.
way.
No, I'm not gonna go out of my way. No way. But I'm not gonna go at the same time and say, yo, keep in mind, like all these luxury stores are in airports do not have all the things
Yeah,
that
fair,
people
fair,
want.
fair.
They have basic things. But I never walked into like Louis Vuitton in Dubai airport, and I was like, oh, it's too many people here. I was like,
Zahma.
oh my god, no. I walk in and then didn't walk out at the same 10 seconds.
Well, that's part of experience for you. It's you're going for that. He's going for the rest, okay, or the food aspect. Really, food? People go for food in
Yeah,
airports.
people
not
eat
going
food.
for-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only two things you want when you're transiting.
Yes.
You want food and rest. That's it. Everything else is just a plus.
I don't want airplane food. I'm gonna get land food. Land food good.
Food.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we solved travel.
No, we did nothing.
No,
we did
no,
absolutely
no.
nothing.
We did not.
You're welcome, Riyadh Air.
No, yeah, we're
Yeah.
sorry, down there. I'm sorry you had to watch this episode.
Hypervisual pods, Concorde planes.
Speaking of traveling, travel warning was out today for Lebanon,
Yeah.
which is the same. It's been going on. Who said it? Who was the first one? I think it was some European country started first, right?
Yeah, I think it was France. And then I think Canada is.
Yeah, Canada. Canada's like 40,000 people or something.
Yeah, it's like evacuating people. It's like shit's gonna pop off.
What's going on?
There's a thing called war that's happening in Palestine. Have you heard of Palestine?
Okay, yeah.
So Palestine is a place
Let us see.
that's
Talk about
been taken
Canada.
over by a bunch of Jews, and they're acting like Jews,
Okay.
and they're behaving like ones. And now, Big Jewy Netanyahu was like, "Oh fuck, this war is almost over, and I might get in trouble because I have not got anything out of destroying and committing so much fucking Jewicide. Jewicide is the word.
Jewicide is the word.
You know what? It fits. Right? Not enough Jewicides were happening. So he's like, I need another war.
I need something to keep the fire burning.
Yeah, and guess where's the other war that's been like going on and off for a minute?
Let me guess. Lebanon.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're such a genius.
So
Take him to the war room right now. And so they basically came out like, yo, we're gonna bomb Hezbollah. And
Straight
so,
up.
And they have been doing that, haven't they?
no, both of them have been like, just fucking with each other.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's how like cats like just paw at each other before going in.
So it's not.
That's what they've been
It
doing.
hasn't been full scale attack yet.
No, no.
Tit for tat is what they call it.
I mean, honestly, it's insane. I would say it's insane. That, you would literally continue another war with another country when you haven't even resolved the first one.
The country of Israel isn't quote unquote the country of
it's not
Israel.
a rational thing.
It's not a rational actor now. It's
I don't think it's ever been a rational actor. I would argue that
there was
rationality was never their strong
There
suit.
was a period of time where you can at least understand their calculations. Now it's just basically, I don't know. It's like the drunk ex-girlfriend. Like she hates everybody at this point.
I would say they've been quite murdery for a long time.
Something about 70 years?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, they've
Again,
been quite,
like 70 years.
Again, this is not about.
wiping out, native
Yeah.
population,
Juiciding.
for a long, long time.
This is not saying there have been quote unquote good, but the idea here is that they're way worse now. Surprisingly, they got even worse because the people who are saying the quiet part out loud are running the government right now. So you have Smotrich, you have Ben Gvir, Bibi, of course, who is basically a slave to those two, and
So a bunch of psychotic, maniacs.
yeah, the type of people who say, you know what, maybe we should nuke a bunch of people just cause for the vibe.
Just to prove, and that's the thing. Just to
They were
prove,
talking about low-powered nuclear weapons where it will cause an effect, but it would not be inhabitable, because that's the fear you have. If you're living in Israel, you're gonna nuclear bomb a country right next to you. That's gonna affect you.
there's something called fallout.
Exactly. So I don't think they're ever gonna go for fucking nuclear. You're gonna be dumb as hell to do that shit. Then again, they are
Pretty
Israel.
dumb.
But you said something a second. It was like, yo, these are like the psychotic, like government or whatever, right? Like name one sane government they ever had.
Well, I would say the fear now when you look at these statements and you look at these high ranked government officials saying this stuff is that this shit is completely normal to them at this point.
Yeah.
like
It's been normal,
yeah,
though.
that's the thing. Like no longer is anybody batting an eye when a high ranked government official is talking about literally wiping out an entire population.
They
This is-
did not care from before,
yeah, and
and
it's-
now they're just publicly saying we still do not care.
There was a period
It's
of,
the bloodlust out
of
it.
of
It's the blood-
rationality.
It's the
Yeah,
bloodlust.
70 years.
Yeah, it's the bloodlust of an entire population very much acceding to this. Cheering it, much less acceding to it.
We're not gonna say cheering it.
A public. I didn't
Okay,
say
I'm
the
not
public.
gonna say cheering it. I'm gonna say
Indifferent.
they're just being themselves.
Yeah.
This is who they are.
I mean, looking at all of the aid trucks that were being intercepted by settlers and the soldiers just standing by and giving them information, that that goes to show you that really this has seeped down into, like, I can't even say a civilian population, because when you have a country that literally every citizen is a reservist, then there is no civilian population at this point. If every man walks with a gun, and every man is trained how to use a gun, then how could you
Which
say
is
this-
exactly what's happening over
yeah,
there.
I mean, how could you say this guy's innocent? So
Well, look, I'll tell you the conversation that I had with my Jewy McJuju friends, right? We had this conversation briefly. They live in the States. They don't live in Israel. They're not Israelis, but they're Jewish. And I was like, as an Arab and as a Muslim, this Holocaust bullshit that y'all been running on for so many years,
It's not my problem.
that doesn't fly with me anymore. Like I cannot sympathize with you on any of that shit anymore. I just can't in any way, shape, or form.
watching you,
Because
see you do
watching
this-
what you're doing,
yeah.
this tells me no. Like you wanted the whole world to feel bad for you, but now when we tell you, yo, what are you doing to the world? You're like, yeah, man, we're just fighting for our freedom. Really? That's what you call fighting for your freedom?
defending our freedom.
Defending?
Yeah.
So like none of that fucking flies with me anymore. Like when I hear it, it's nothing to me. It has zero value, zero weight. It never existed for me
Just
at all.
Keep in mind, not just
And I
that.
know, hold on. I'm not saying never existed is very harsh, but when we had to see all that we had to see, there's nothing that you can fucking tell me about Hitler or about what happened to you over there that I'm gonna feel bad for you.
Well, you see, the thing is, like the difference between the end of the Second World War, which was in 1945, and the start of the First Arab-Israeli War in 1948, is 3 years.
Yep.
So within that span of 3 years, the Zionist, program managed to transform the Jewish people from, a persecuted into a persecutor. And for us, when we're talking about our own history as Arabs, we're looking at like what we're seeing now, unfortunately, is much worse than what our grandparents witnessed, because our grandparents just had to read about it in
Exactly.
newspapers.
Yeah.
We're watching this.
Yeah.
We're watching this happen right in front of us, and we feel all of the emotions that we feel because we want to do something about it and we can't, right? And seeing, and for me, that was the point I was getting to, and seeing all of these Western countries literally stand by and clap and sell them weapons and do absolutely nothing to stop any of this really makes the whole entire concept of, hey, human rights ring hollow. Like these are words.
All these things don't
Yeah.
exist.
And that's the point I was going to get to. Like,
Amnesty International doesn't exist for me. Human Rights Watch doesn't exist for me.
that I think that for us, at least as Arabs, we've known that for a while. But I think the new thing here is that the rest of the world is kind of seeing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Don't you think the nerve is being spun over there like crazy?
That's what I'm saying. The rest of the world, the non-white, non-Western world.
I can say for the fact that they're really trying really hard to spin it
Like it's getting to
Exactly.
to mix results.
It's getting to the
Exactly.
point. It's getting to the point where a Japanese hotel refused. You saw that?
Yeah.
Refused to accommodate an Israeli citizen because they said, and going back to the point I just made, they said, "Hey, as an Israeli citizen, you are also a reservist in the army, and that says, and to us that means you might have been involved in what we believe to be war crimes in Gaza and Israel. So no, we will not accommodate you, sir." Like that's the shifting of the tone.
The reality of the matter. The reality.
South Korea just opened up a genocide case as well. Like
Yeah.
South Korea.
The reality of the
Yeah.
case here.
It's not going to go nowhere.
Fair,
bro.
fair. We're talking about the inability of international institutions to actually enact change. That's a different subject.
Yeah.
See, you can't. Here's my problem. When I'm talking about what we've seen, I'm not talking about what's on TV.
وما خفي أعظم.
I'm talking about the assassination of kids, the assassination of mothers, the assassination of journalists.
The use of dogs.
I'm talking about having someone run inside the hospital to tell you need to clear the hospital and then assassinating him while he's in the hospital. And then anyone that comes to save him, you start shooting at him too. Like those things are greater than what they're talking about because we hear, they're bombing for survival. Like we hear that shit, right?
Correct.
But those little things that they're doing as humans shows who they really are.
Much less what's happening for people who are in detention.
Yeah,
People who
there's-
are held, in not, at some point you wish that it was solitary confinement. As bad as that is.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah.
As bad as that is, rather than having to deal with sexual assault and humiliation and just
Tying
degradation.
a person on front of the car.
A human
I
shield,
saw
you
that.
do.
Yeah,
It's called a
that's-
human. That's
Yeah.
yeah. A human
The
shield.
reality of the matter is when we're talking about the Western media, there is two things that you have to understand. By and large, the media is running a party line to an almost slavish extent, whether it's a right-wing party line or a left-wing party line. They will not deviate from the narrative. And in this case, both the right and the left have an agreement on we are pro-Israel and we'll pay some lip service to the Palestinian narrative. The second thing is that these news corporations, these media outlets, they are so sanitized and censored. How many of these mass school shootings happened that got so much coverage? How many of them did they show you the result? The actual bodies, the thing that would actually change the street on these people.
Well, that's the thing.
course.
Zero.
You want to keep selling newspapers. You don't want to turn people off from tuning in, right? So you need to keep the element of suspense. You need to keep the fear up.
Yeah, but
That's-
America,
that's not
America made you forget that.
That's not the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making here is that we will not rock the boat. The George Floyd's protests, that was a video on the internet.
The video is what caused everything.
Yes.
True.
That you understood that, okay, the police are brutal, they're racist, they're discriminatory.
They learned from Rodney King.
They understood that in theory, but now we have a picture, a video of it, of an actual murder that happened.
Nobody learned from Rodney King, by the way.
No, but in terms of how the Rodney King was spread on the media, on TV, that's how it was spread first. Nowadays, you're not even using those official channels because you have those unofficial channels. Shuf, I'm not surprised by the media playing the role that it has because, again, as an imperial stenographer, as an imperial propagandist, that's what you're supposed to do, right? And that's where all these videos and all of the pictures that you're coming through are making the difference because you're bypassing all of those official channels.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised by that.
It's called manufacturing consent.
Yeah, and this is something Chomsky talked about a long ass time ago. But what I am looking at is really just in terms of that, the moral bankruptcy of people who claim to care about human rights and values, who are completely fine with watching this happen.
Yeah.
And really that's the point that you were making just now. Like for me at this point, none of y'all exist.
Yeah,
none of y'all can talk to me. None of y'all can come and say, hey, you live in a country that, has medieval laws. You live in a country where you have criminalized homelessness, where you have legalized bribery, my guy. This is something that just happened. I don't know, you saw that, right? Like, this is where you live. You live in a country where the choice is between a reality TV star and a zombie, or a fucking mummy.
Did you see they just repealed the Chevron?
That's another one.
The Chevron statute.
Environmental protection laws and shit.
No. The Chevron statute is basically the country of the United States shot itself in the foot. They've basically killed the idea of the administrative state. So the background here is that there was a Supreme Court ruling in a case about Chevron, where Chevron, the oil company, was dumping stuff in the river. And they said, of course they can dump stuff in the river. There's no law against it. And they said, well, you can't charge me with anything if there's no law. So they relied on expert testimony and federal agency testimony, like the agency for whatever, environmental protection. Yeah.
EPA.
Yeah. So no, there is harmful impact of this action. So the Supreme Court said basically we can defer legally to the opinions of experts on the matter to get judgment. That was repealed. So basically, it's vibes all the way down now.
Well, again, it speaks to the same issue that there's a breakdown within empire, and I feel like what we see now, this reactionary response, is just another sign that he's not gonna go kicking silently. They're gonna go kicking and screaming into the night.
Who?
We're talking about that Western. We're just talking about Europe was crumbling, right? Talk about the Western concept of the world no longer mattering to the rest of the world. Western values no longer.
No, I disagree with that. I
It's still in capitalism and economy, yes.
It's still dominant. Okay, the world doesn't give a shit. The second this war stops, they're not even gonna look at Israel. They're not gonna charge you with shit because I will take you back not that far long ago, when Tony Blair and Bush came on TV saying, "Oh, Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction."
Who's the number one cheerleader? Bibi.
And they went and destroyed Iraq for no fucking reason. And then what happened? When we all found out that they all were lying, what happened in the world?
Nothing.
What changed?
Nothing.
Exactly. Nothing's going to change. They're going to allow Israel to be Israel, to do the same bullshit that it does. And then, okay, you're done, Habibi? Okay, you're done? Okay, all right, we'll stop. Okay, anyway, Arabs, why don't you help out your Arab friends? What you guys standing there for? That's exactly what's going to happen. It's not going to fucking change. As long as there's one superpower with the dollar and the weapons, nothing's going to fucking change.
You don't think China can shift its weight here?
In 30 to 40, maybe to 100 years.
True.
Not in 10 or 5.
That's a long
Yes.
And China is basically like...
Unless something changes.
Anything that's going to change is going to take a while. If the dollar is going to fall for the Chinese yuan, it's going to take a while. Because if the dollar falls today, all countries are broke. Or at least 50% are broke.
Because they all have bonds.
Exactly.
And China is looking at the situation like,
Not yet.
That sounds like a
Just sitting in the temple.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's too early. It's too
that
early.
sounds like a big problem. It's over there.
Yeah.
These guys they worship one god. I have my ancestor to worry about. So خلني أفضلهم بس.
I mean, China has a whole other world to worry about.
This is how I feel about what's going on in China. I feel like the Democrats said, hey, we're done with having wars in the Middle East. All right? We needed wars to stabilize the economy and shit. Now, this is getting too boring and we're wasting a lot of time.
It's too messy.
It's no longer balanced. Now it's costing us money.
Yeah, people are dying.
Right?
You know?
So how about we get out of there and cause something else somewhere else? So they're like, oh, what do y'all feel like? Like, oh, we're going to do it in China.
The pivot to Asia.
Right? We're going to focus on China.
We're going to pivot.
I felt like they really felt like they had the power and the balls to actually go there. And they thought they were just, you know what, since we said we don't care about the Middle East, we're just going to walk out.
And then Syria happened.
Right? And now, not only that, they found it very, very difficult to function or even to get out in any way, shape, or form.
Because, hey, guess what? You just put in roots here for the past 30, 40, 50 years.
You're not going to close the door real quick and just walk out and say, yeah, we're done.
And you also have an imperial outpost called Israel that you need to take care of. You need to make sure you send them enough weapons.
Yeah, they thought they were safe.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah, I mean,
anyway,
unfortunately.
be careful if you go in Lebanon. I don't know how the hell we got here.
I mean,
but be careful.
another past the Kabsa classic right there.
Anyway, shout out to our tens and tens of listeners, our tens and tens of viewers. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. This has been a very
Fun
we
episode.
apologize on behalf of ourselves and our families.
I really do miss y'all.
Yeah.
It's been a
No,
very
the fuck we don't miss you.
I
Sam.
miss
This
y'all.
has
We
been a
don't.
very schizophrenic episode.
I love you, my friends.
Ew.
Ew.
Anyway, shout out to 10 tons of listeners. Shout out to 10 tons of viewers. We'll see you next week. We appreciate you. We out.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.